Okay, so today's reflection and meditation is coming into wholeness through compassion. And I'm going to read you a story from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 8, to set the stage for this. So it goes like this. I'm only going to read just like the first 7 or 8 verses. When Jesus came down from the mountainside, large crowds followed him. A man with leprosy came and knelt before him and said, "Lord, if you are willing, you can make me clean." Jesus reached out his hand and touched the man. "I am willing," he said, "be clean." Immediately he was cleansed of his leprosy. Then Jesus said to him, "See that you don't tell anyone, but go show yourself to the priest and offer the gift Moses commanded as a testimony to them." And then the story goes on. When Jesus had entered Capernaum, a centurion came to him asking for help. "Lord," he said, "my servant lies at home paralyzed, suffering terribly." Jesus said to him, "Shall I come and heal him?" The centurion replied, "Lord, I do not deserve to have you come under my roof, but just say the word, and my servant will be healed. For I myself am a man under authority, with soldiers under me. I tell this one, 'Go,' and he goes, and that one, 'Come,' and he comes. I say to my servant, 'Do this,' and he does it." When Jesus heard this, he was amazed and said to those following him, "Truly I tell you, I have not found anyone in Israel with such great faith." Jesus said to him then, "Go, let it be done just as you believed it would." And his servant was healed at that moment. The stories go on here with more and more healings. But these 2 first stories point to our theme today, coming to wholeness through compassion. Now, the first way we could look at that story, which is a powerful way, is to look at the compassion of Jesus. That this individual who has healing powers is moved. Every time he's moved, he sends forth healing. Healing goes out from him. And that's a powerful way to look at that. But I actually want to take it from a different vantage point here. Look at the way that both of these individuals came with a certain degree of faith. And look how their faith attracted like response. The first man said, "If you are willing." How intimate is that? If you are willing. And to hear the words, "I am willing." I mean, very powerful. If you are willing, I am willing. And then in the second one, the centurion having so much faith, just saying, "If you're going to do it, just do it. I don't need you to come anywhere." And then it was rewarded. That faith got to experience, that man got to experience because of his faith, a tremendous miracle that happened without even the physicality of Jesus going to the person, but with the knowingness. Both of those individuals show us that as we're showing up, so that is reflected to us. As we are showing up, so that is reflected to us. Jesus is just tending to be the mirror, right? Where there's faith and the ability to feel, he shows up. It's that simple. Faith, ability, he shows up. Very amazing, very powerful. So, in that light, then, we can come to the new question: if we're going to come into wholeness through compassion, because both of these people were in need, weren't they? They longed for something for themselves. They identified something First man healed of leprosy, second man, a servant of his. Close to their hearts, they showed up, and compassion was the leading force there. So if we want compassion to be our leading force, that we may experience healing come to us, how can we go about that? What does that look like? Well, there are many ways, right? But what we're going to do today is we are going to work with the solar plexus. So the solar plexus, which is in some traditions called the Manipura chakra, is the place of fullness of self-expression, is the confidence that I'm valued, I'm worthwhile, I'm meant to be here, I'm expressive of who and what I am. I am. And a lot of our healing work is revolving around the wounds that limit that part of ourselves, right? That make us doubt who we are, who we can be, what we're called to be. So we're going to just simply work with that Manipura chakra just a little bit. And what we're going to do is going to be threefold. So we're going to do a Manipura mudra. A mudra is generally a way you hold the fingers of your hands in a way to route energy. And then we're going to bring that hold, that mudra, we're binding. In the mudra, we bind the energy to move a certain way. We're going to bring it to be right in front of our solar plexus. And then we're going to open up with some guidance around the solar plexus. And then we're going to do rounds of the seed syllable Ram. The I am seed syllable Ram. You know, it's leaving me, a song is coming into my heart and my mind. God will make a way where there seems to be no way. And when we unbind the ways we hold ourselves captive in our solar plexus, we create a new lease on life. That's what we're looking to do, whether it's just a little incremental lease, whether it's a really big lease. So let's get into this mudra. So take your hands and face them like this, and you're going to take this and this finger, and you're going to go like this. And then you're going to add in the ring finger. So you look like this. And then to make it a little easier, you're going to put your thumb on top of your fingertips like that and keep these fingers extended. And then when we bring them in front of the solar plexus, you're going to join the bottom fingers. So it's going to look, stand up. It's going to look like this in front of your solar plexus, which is just above the belly button. Okay. All right, so that's a mudra. There's a couple solar plexus mudras, but that was the one I was drawn to. All right. So the optional homework going forward from here, in addition to opening the solar plexus chakra, is compassion an integral part of your growth and wholeness? And if so, what is a new way that your compassion for yourself can draw to you the reflection of what it is you need or desire for your wholeness? The leper came forward and he opened himself to the possibility, and he was met. Are you willing? I am willing. The centurion showed up, asked for his help. Jesus asked, what do you want? And he said, I don't need you to do anything but just heal him right from where you are. Powerful witnesses to us. So let's see how we can open our solar plexus, that compassion for ourselves may yield the fruit of wholeness, of value, of love, of the full facet of freedoms that we're meant to live by. Okay, so first we're going to do the mudra. Hands are like this finger in, this finger. Bring this up and bring the bottom two fingers just above the belly button. Doesn't need to touch, but that location there. And hold the arms. Let the elbows be relaxed, but pointing outward. Let the shoulders be relaxed. And bring the attention to the solar plexus. Become aware of this vortex of energy that vibrates to the color yellow, moving outward the front and out the back. And holding the mudra, allow the energy of the solar plexus to receive the love of your heart. So let the heart energy move from the heart through the shoulders, down the arms, into the hands in front of the solar plexus chakra. And now allow the solar plexus, through your intention, allow it to open, front and back. Invite it to open. And in this opening, we're going to do 10 rounds of Ram, toned 5 times. And in that, we're going to let the energy of the solar plexus be stirred, inviting in a breath. Ram, 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 ram. 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 Be in the silence, but notice any shifting in this part of your body. Compassion that is the life force of your being. Move into the solar plexus. We begin another round of 10, inviting in a breath. Ram, 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 ram. 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 Again, hold the energy. Be with the solar plexus. Allow the mudra to channel compassion and provide openness. And we begin one last round, inviting in a breath. Ram, 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 ram. 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 Notice once again, what is shifting in you? What is the energy like? How is your body responding? And after the next exhale, release the mudra. Place the hands on the legs. Notice. As we bring this meditation to a close, let the body very slowly in a clockwise direction roll the torso. Let the torsos moving to the left, forward, right, and back. Grounding the energy forward, right, and back. Left, forward, right, and back. Left, forward, right, and back. Left, forward, right, and back. Mm. Mm. When you're ready, bring your palms together in front of your heart and open your eyes with Namaste. Namaste. So I know today's reflection is a little shorter. I wanted to keep our meditation at about 10 minutes. It'd be interesting to note for yourself what happened for you. I know with the mudra, and for myself with the when we were doing the Ram with the mudra, the energy, I couldn't not move my body like this. I mean, my torso was like, it was like someone pulling a rope around my torso. It was very strong. So that's what can be powerful about using mudras and chanting syllables in relation to certain parts of ourselves. I don't investigate mudras with great depth, so I rarely use them in my work, but I have a lot of respect for them. So hopefully you enjoyed that as well. Blessings. Have a great day.